Right, so a recent survey carried out by St.Michael's House, one of Ireland's largest providers of community-based services for children and adults with an intellectual disability, revealed that just under half, 49% of parents read to their children most nights, with almost 29% stating that they never do. To tell us more about the work of St. Michael's House and this new survey, I'm chatting right now to Barbara Wiseman. Barbara, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you very much. So first of all, it is World Book Day, and I suppose in preparation of World Book Day, you guys at St. Michael's, you pulled together this survey. You're asking parents now to go techno, move away from the screens, move away from the Kindles, and pull out a good old-fashioned hardback or paperback book.
Exactly. That's what we're hoping to do. Our campaign, Bring a Book, Buy a Book, is in its 9th year. And we ask people to host Bring a Book, Buy a Book in their business or school, or indeed their club or home. And we ask people to bring in their second-hand books from home that they've read and buy those donated by their colleagues for €2. So our event is a fundraiser event, and to support that this year, we have gone techno, where we're asking people to close...
Sorry, Barbara, I had to laugh there. We've gone techno. All I could hear in my head was techno. But go ahead.
I know.
Techno, as in no technology,
no
just
technology.
Good old-fashioned books.
Exactly. So we're asking people, to go techno, not in the 90s sense. Close a screen and open a book. So we're not saying technology is bad, but we're just saying that books are good. So to try and get back and influence, especially children, to the love of books this week.
And tell us more, Barbara, Bring a Book, Buy a Book. So you're opening that to everyone within the community, schools, business, everyone. What's the reaction like when you run this? As you say, it's obviously your 9th year doing it, so it's obviously worth doing, but what's the reaction of people when they are going to this fundraiser?
Yeah, so we have in Dublin at the moment, in Connolly and Houston Station for trail commuters, we have 2 pop-up shops for books. So people go along and they buy a book for €2. And the reaction is that to get a book for €2 is great. Most people read a book once and then they keep it on their shelves. So we're asking people to recycle the books that they've read and buy new books for €2. So that's working really well within Irish Rail, and they're one of our key sponsors. In addition to that, we have locations within 200 companies and schools. The schools are asking their children, especially for World Book Day, to dress up as book characters. So there's a huge team building exercise. The children get to read new books, swap new books, learn about books, etc. So that's very positive. And then also within the corporate company sector, there's a lot of team building, a lot of morale, boosting, people coming together, talking about books. And it's very easy for a company to set up. They ask their colleagues to bring in their old books they're not going to read anymore, and they do a book swap within their company. There's no need for anyone to man it. It's worked on trust, and people put in €2 into the box, and then the money goes back to support our children with intellectual disability in St. Michael's House.
And what was your reaction, Barbara, with some of the returning figures on this survey? Oh, look, 68% of children under 12 have a device, an iPad, tablet, a smartphone. Again, that figure that 49% only of parents read to their children most nights, with 29% stating that they never do. What was your own personal reaction to that?
Well, I think I'm a parent myself of 2 children, and I certainly remember the 90s of the techno era, as you mentioned. And I was lucky enough as a child to have an influence of books and be read to as a child and have books, because we didn't have screens. Now it's different. Society is different. As I mentioned about parents, it's busy. So parents are not at fault at all. There are 1 in 4 parents have replaced bedtime reading with screen time. So it's kind of concerning, I suppose, on the generation that we've gone before of the love of books. And indeed, it's kind of inspiring the child to use their own imagination, create their own images of what they're reading, rather than get them delivered on the screen. So we're not saying parents are bad, technology is bad. We're just saying that books are good. And to get back to try to influence your child, bring them to the library, get them involved with books, because it is an opportunity for children, and you're just giving them that option to discover something new. So there's no big surprise, I suppose, by the survey results, in the fact that we are using more screens and less reading. However, it's trying to just remember that concept and perhaps reverse it. Close a screen and open a book, particularly this week.
Yeah, and as I said to Gráinne O'Brien, we were chatting to Gráinne of O'Mahony's Booksellers earlier on, just that the screens are limited, the imagination of a child is limitless, so definitely it would be a good thing to just get the book in the hand every so often at least, and just develop that relationship again with kids and books. Barbara Wiseman, St. Michael's House, thank you very much for chatting to us on Spin Now today.
Thank you.
Come on! It's Spin Now. Only on Spin Southwest.